Well, I think that we try to keep it pretty generic. We're not like going after specific. We don't say what the specific things are. We've been very good about that. But I don't think they can go after us because it's all true.
Yeah, and Rupert Murdoch paid for it.
Yeah, their buddy Rupert paid for it. That's probably the biggest jam of all. That's the East's biggest jam.
Last one.
You captured the intimate between your group so well, but I guess knowing that you actually lived that life, that's probably life. The scene with the spoon was really interesting.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if that actually happened, and if not, how did you come up with that?
But in 4th grade, I was sent to a school where you had to wear a uniform, and they made you sit in a room like this, like an auditorium, early in the morning, at like 8 in the morning, and then we had the British headmaster, and she would read us all these horrible things. I thought horrible at the time, like "No Man is an Island," the poem and stuff. But I didn't realize how actually effective it was. And one of the things she read us was a parable about heaven and hell, and in that parable. The parable goes like this: heaven and hell are the same thing. They're a banquet, right? And there's this most amazing feast, and all the people are around the banquet, but they can't quite reach the food, and they're chained up to each other, so they definitely can't reach the food. And there are these long spoons. And in heaven, they're feeding each other, and in hell, they're all starving. And so from when I was like 10 years old, that has stayed with me as an image, and I told that to Britt years ago, and she was like, why don't we just visualize that? And that's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Actually, it was the first Friday of our shoot that we shot that scene. And I remember the crew, the grips. Our DP was a young guy, but his crew was much older guys. And they sort of lined up after the soup scene. And they came to shake my hand, and they were like, Zal, we thought your script was very kooky when we read it. But after that we've seen the scene, we really get it now, and we're totally on board with this movie, so thank you for having us. And that was a really nice moment, because the way that Alex and the crew pulled off that scene, I mean, they'd been practicing. We'd go out to dinner and they'd practice the spoon.
At a really nice restaurant, by the way.
And they got it to be synchronized, and it was really beautiful to have it synchronized.
So we have to end. So thank you everybody for coming out.